The third major boss of the game is the CJ, the Lawbot boss. It also contains one cog round, but has a unique second round before I face the boss itself. This boss also introduces a hidden tiering system, changing some attributes of the boss fight in order to make it easier or harder depending on the overall average suit level. For this run though, I'm given the easiest difficulty tier as I am just a level 1 bottom feeder. This tiering system has no effect on the cog round, only the final round. The level pool for the CJ is 275, and as a solo it's doubled to 550. Surprisingly, it's not much higher than the CFO's combined pool, but I will no longer see low level cogs. Instead, the level range is 8 to 12. That sounds rough, but the amount of cogs themselves is lower compared to the previous two boss fights due to reaching the level pool sooner with these levels. The cog round begins with a single level 12 bigwig. I choose piano for big damage turn 1 and it connects. A level 8 and 2 level 9s enter, so I use fog to kill the 12 and get considerable damage on the healthy cogs. Another level 9 joins and I hypno and to heal for 2 turns with my doodle. I cream the new level 9 to soften it up for a second turn kill, which I call on Mozart to do as he does an 80 damage fog to ensure the lured level 9s die. I get a full set of level 9s and lure them again with Hypno. After healing nearly to full, I damage them all with another fog. This was to set up for Clumsy Ned, a drop SOS that deals 60 damage to all unlured cogs, killing the whole set on an exact 110 total damage. A full set of level 10s is next, and to be safe, I call on Stinky Ned to lure them all. I fully heal with Daffy Dawn, then follow up with a cake on one of the Spin Doctors. Another level 10 Spin Doctor joins and I go for my second piano, but I miss. To keep my health high, I call on Mr. Freeze for Cogs Miss as all the cogs will be attacking this turn. I make the call to presentation afterwards, as this is a good opportunity to top off my laugh and kill a few cogs that are vulnerable to cakes, pianos, and TMTs. I kill a level 10 Spin Doctor and a Legal Eagle enters, which I kill with my last piano. Another level 10 Eagle joins and I set up a TNT. I get a lucky dodge and try to lure with $10 bill, but I miss. I go for another $10 bill and it misses again. So much for that lucky dodge. My third $10 bill connects and the eagle dies from TNT. Level 11 Bigwig is next and I repeat the TNT play, the lure misses yet again. I'm dropped down to 20 laugh and go for another $10 bill, which fortunately connects. The TNT takes out this Bigwig, but another one takes its place. I go for a $10 bill and it works for the first try on this cog. I call on Flippy for a full heal before the presentation expires. I kill all 4 cogs with Geyser afterwards. Now I have 4 level 11s, a tough set to deal with even with my organic throw. I go for Toontanic in the hopes that it'll work, and it does, taking out the whole set without any problem. Next cogs are 3 level 12s and a level 11. I Hypno and kill the 11 with Cake, but now I'm in an incredibly rough spot. I get another level 12, but I don't have any way of one-shotting them even with Lure. I decide to bite the bullet and go for Wedding Cake, leaving them all at 20 health remaining. I got 2 lucky dodges, so I wasn't punished that hard. I finish off the 12s with an Elephant Trunk. We're now back to a row of level 8s. My only lures left are 15 Big Magnets, which fortunately works on these cogs since their lower level means less target defense. I call on Professor Pete to restock all of my gags, as I will need them after getting through these lower level cogs again. I take 1 extra turn to heal to 81 with my Doodle, then kill all the cogs with Opera. I get 4 more level 8s. I decide to Hypno and heal back to full with Jump into Play Dead, then hit all of the cogs with Fog so I can kill the following turn. I take considerable damage, but decide to Fog again without healing. 2 level 8s and 2 level 9s enter, and my Hypno connects again. I heal up to full with Daffy Dawn, then kill one of the Spin Doctors with Storm Cloud. Level 9 Eagle takes his place, and I go for Piano, but it misses. I do dodge the counter attack and decide to fog off this advantage, as the cogs will be unluring anyway, and being full laugh makes this barely a risk. I finish off all the cogs with Clumsy Ned. 2 level 9s and 2 level 10s enter the field, and I take this opportunity to Hypno and Doodle, healing up to 87. I kill the Spin Doctor with Cake while I have another safe turn. I take a risky play and try to piano the new level 10 Eagle, but I miss. This play doesn't get me punished terribly hard, but I still drop down to 39 laugh, which isn't good. I call on Sticky Ned to ensure that the cogs will be lured, and use Daffy Dawn the following turn. I kill one of the level 9s with Storm, and another level 10 Eagle joins. I go for another piano play this time, and it works. Level 10 Spin Doctor enters, and I go for a Mr. Freeze to not take damage this turn. Seeing as this probably was my only opportunity, I set up a Railroad. I take heavy damage and drop down to 31 laugh, so I use Stinky Ned to guarantee this Railroad kill. Level 10 and 3 level 11s are next, and I call on Lil Oldman, then Daffy Dawn. I kill the Eagle with Cake, and another one takes his place. I go for a $10 bill and it connects, then kill it with another cake. The bigwigs unlure to my surprise, as I use Lil Oldman with the expectation that it would lure for 7 turns. Turns out it wasn't 7 turns, and the TTO wiki literally had false information, as that was my reference for the Lil Oldman lure. Whatever, not too bad. I use Stinky Ned after another level 11 joins. I heal up with Daffy Dawn and restock my gags with another Professor Pete, as I'm starting to get walled by these levels. I kill the eagle with another cake, and yet another one takes its place. Mr. Freeze is used again on this final round of lure. I go for Hypno, which works, and kill this eagle with cake. I'm back to getting level 12s now, so I go for Piano, hoping I could get a quick kill on this new one. It misses, expectedly. I try again and it misses again. I use my last Mr. Freeze to guarantee my safety for this turn. I use Nancy Gas, another 4-turn lure SOS, while I figure out how to deal with this set of cogs and heal up to 91. I use Flim Flam, another cogs miss SOS, as I spent all 3 of my safe lure turns healing, and don't want to be stuck healing after the cogs on lure. I decide to call on Fran's Neckvein, a 100 damage drop SOS. It doesn't kill any cogs, but deals heavy damage to make the situation easier for me. I don't take an awful amount of damage, but decide to call Fran's again just to kill all 4 cogs. The final 3 cogs enter, 2 level 12s and a level 8 Spin Doctor. I'm in kill range of these cogs, so I use Stinky Ned since I don't trust my lure to work in this scenario. I kill the Spin Doctor with Storm, then cake one of the 12s. I drop down to 34 laugh and go for Storm to finish off the weakened 12. Since I can't get one shot, I go for Storm to get significant damage on this final cog before it unlures. I am brought down to 18 laugh and use Daffy Dawn without luring, as I don't want to waste a lure SOS over a single cog and can afford to take a hit or 2 after healing. My $10 bill works the following turn, and I heal back to 101 with my Doodle. I can't kill this turn, so I just weaken the level 12 further with Cream. I go for another $10 bill in the hopes that I can heal up afterwards, but it misses. Hypno connects at least. My Doodle heals me up to 92 laugh as the 3rd turn of healing failed, but honestly, I should have more than enough laugh anyway. I kill the final cog with Cream and continue to the next phase. Jury Selection, also known as the Cannon Round, is a short round where I need to seat NPC tunes in order to shift the scales in my favor. In higher tier CJ runs, I could also get bonus weight depending on how many tunes I seated. Since this is a bottom feeder CJ though, I don't get any bonus weight. It's best to wait until 18 to 19 seconds to start firing, as seating early will result in cogs just overtaking your seats anyway. Most public groups in TTR will fire at 21, which also isn't too bad, but the random variance in cog spawns can result in last second steals. I wait until 25 seconds to start seating, with the extra 6 to 7 seconds just being insurance on if I need to correct my aim. I managed to seat 5 tunes, which is not too great in my opinion, but it's not the worst. The final round of the CJ is a bit unique compared to the other bosses, as you're not really dealing damage to the CJ itself. Instead, you need to throw evidence that you grab from Bumpy Stand into the scale. Tipping the scale in your favor will result in a win. If the cogs tip it into their favor, they will win. Since I'm on my own, if I don't have a high enough DPS, I will just delay a loss. My DPS is also hampered by not only needing to restock my evidence, but also having to dodge the cogs that decide to throw their evidence at me. While that means they're not throwing at their side of the scale, I still have to take a moment to not throw and instead avoid damage. If I get hit, I also lose out on damage due to the long animation time of being hit. Should I get near another damaging hitbox, like the Gavels, then I can be stunned for a surprisingly long time, as I won't have any iframes once I'm actionable. So with all those factors in mind, it's kind of clear what the outcome is. I'll cut to the chase. In Toontown Online specifically, this kind of CJ solo is not looking to be possible. I tried, but being forced to cancel so many throws hurts significantly here. It has been proven possible in TTR with its lack of throw cancels, as you could solo stun from so far away. In TTO, if I wanted to solo stun, I would need incredibly precise timing on running by each cog and throwing, or using an exploit that I think is really lame and takes the fun out of solo stunning. But even then, if I were able to consistently solo stun in either of those TTO methods, I still have to move so far away from Bumpy Stand that even if I did get a net positive in damage output, I lose it all simply by restocking. In TTR, sprinting is an option, so that downtime is reduced significantly. So after delaying the inevitable, I get to a point where my side of the scale is so high up it's incredibly difficult to even hit it, resulting in the CJ winning the final round, and I die. Despite this failure, the cog bosses themselves can be theoretically tackled in any order, so I can still fight one last boss before fully finishing this challenge. It's just a shame the CJ fight turned out the way it did.